When it comes to Toyota's heavy hitters, the 2025 Grand Highlander and the 2025 Sequoia stand tall in the SUV world. But which one is the right fit for your needs? On one hand, we have the Grand Highlander, a spacious, family-focused crossover packed with impressive technology and hybrid efficiency. On the other, the Sequoia, a rugged powerhouse offering bold performance, incredible towing capabilities, and a commanding presence. In this video, we'll dive deep into their differences, from interior space and powertrain options to performance and pricing. Whether you're searching for a refined road trip machine or an SUV ready for adventure, we'll help you decide which Toyota flagship deserves a spot in your garage. So, let's get started. This is Parth, and you are watching MotorNation. Starting with the basic overview, Toyota's three-row Highlander counts fuel efficiency and the brand's reputation for reliability as its chief advantages. But when compared to other mid-size SUVs, it comes up short in one of the most critical metrics, interior space. To counter that drawback, there's the Grand Highlander, a separate model that shares half of its name, but little else with the so-called standard model. Larger in every dimension, it measures 4 inches longer than the standard Highlander, increasing cargo and passenger space far more than that small stretch suggests, especially for the third row of seats, which can comfortably accommodate adults. A turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder and 8-speed automatic driving the front wheels is standard, with all-wheel drive optional. Thanks to a commodious, handsome cabin, a compelling list of standard equipment and safety tech, and solid road manners, the Grand Highlander is one of the most compelling mid-size crossovers in a segment deep with talented competitors, including the Kia Telluride, Mazda CX-90, and Hyundai Palisade. On the other hand, Toyota's beefy Sequoia SUV is based on the Tundra full-size pickup, with similar chunky styling and lane-filling size. Unlike Ford and GM rivals, the Sequoia comes in just one length, and while a third row of seats is standard, the solid axle rear suspension makes for a more cramped back bench than in other full-size SUVs. The Sequoia's packaging compromises also impinge on its cargo hold, which is less commodious than the domestics. All Sequoias are motivated by a twin-turbocharged V6 with hybrid assistance, which summons a robust 437 horsepower and delivers respectable fuel economy for such a large vehicle. And this is a big boy, an impression clearly conveyed to the ship captain behind the wheel. Moving on to what's new for 2025. This year, a new entry-level LE trim gives shoppers a more affordable choice. Other changes include a removable second-row center console for XLE models and above, new cement and heavy metal paint colors, and one deleted color choice, Coastal Cream. On the other hand, for 2025, the Sequoia adds the Cowboy Fancy 1794 trim level, as seen on the Tundra pickup. The Sequoia 1794 sits above the Platinum, but below the capstone, and includes a brown leather interior with walnut woodgrain trim, Texas-sized badges, a panoramic sunroof, second-row captain's chairs, and a towing package. The 1794 also gets massaging front seats, which are newly standard on the Platinum and capstone models as well. If you had your heart set on the solar octane exterior color, however, we have some bad news. It's been dropped. Taking a look at the powerhouse and performance, the standard setup in the non-hybrid Grand Highlander is a 265 horsepower turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder with front-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic transmission. All-wheel drive is optional. This is a pleasant enough crossover to drive, with more than adequate pep in its step for a family hauler, plus a settled ride and light steering, all of which fades to the background in daily use. The Turbo 4's engine note is slightly hoarse during acceleration, but quiets down at steady speeds, which contributes to the Grand Highlander's quiet 67 decibel sound level at 70 miles per hour. While the Grand Highlander won't raise a driver's pulse on a twisty road, that's fine by us. It serves its purpose well and is nicely set up for errand running, kid toting, and road tripping. In testing, the non-hybrid Grand Highlander hits 60 miles per hour in 7.0 seconds, a reasonable mid-pack performance. The maximum hauling power for the non-hybrid Toyota Grand Highlander is 5,000 pounds. That matches the max towing capacity of similar three-row SUVs, such as the Honda Pilot, the Kia Telluride, and some Mazda CX-90 models, but doesn't come close to the Dodge Durango's 8,700-pound limit. While the Sequoia comes standard with the iForce Max hybrid powertrain that's optional in the Tundra pickup. This powertrain is comprised of a twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 engine and an electric motor that produce a total of 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. The Tundra's 10-speed automatic transmission carries over to the Sequoia SUV as well. Rear-wheel drive is standard, with four-wheel drive optional on most versions, and standard on the off-road-oriented TRD Pro model. The TRD Pro also comes with off-road equipment such as upgraded Fox dampers, a front skid plate, a locking rear differential, and forged 18-inch wheels with 33-inch tires. Note that lesser models, SR5, Limited, and Platinum, can be outfitted with the TRD off-road package, which brings dirt-friendly goodies including hill descent control, crawl control, and a locking rear differential. Its extra-wide feeling on the road makes it hard to place in a lane, something we've complained about in other large SUVs too, and its featherweight steering effort doesn't help. Its brake pedal also has an oddly squishy feel. The four-wheel drive Sequoia Capstone accelerated to 60 miles per hour in 5.6 seconds and reached a quarter mile in 14.3 seconds at 94 miles per hour. That's quicker than the last GMC Yukon Denali, but somewhat slower than the Ford Expedition Timberline. The TRD off-road version was a shade behind, at 5.9 seconds to 60 miles per hour. Towing capacity ranges from 8,980 pounds for the four-wheel drive Capstone to 9,520 pounds for the rear-wheel drive SR5. Even at the low end, that best the Chevy Tahoe and the Sequoia's max towing capacity just edges past the Ford Expedition. A tow technology package consists of a digital rear-view mirror and an on-screen trailer backup guide with straight path assist, although not automated steering. It's optional on the SR5 and limited and standard elsewhere. A load-leveling rear suspension can be had on both the Platinum and Capstone. Coming onto the interior, comfort, and cargo, the Grand Highlander comes by the grand part of its name honestly, with a roomier cabin than its smaller Highlander cousin. The third row of seats benefits most from the Grand Highlander's larger size and boasts enough space for full-grown adults. The Grand Highlander's interior styling is different too, including a more symmetrical dashboard design. The XLE is a step up from the Grand Highlander's entry-level LE trim, and it comes with plenty of convenience features that family buyers will appreciate, including a power-operated liftgate, heated front seats, second-row window shades, and a host of USB and power outlets throughout the cabin. When equipped with a second-row bench seat, there's space for 8 passengers, but those seeking a 7-seat arrangement will be able to swap that bench out for captain's chairs. Thanks to the generous interior room, the Grand Highlander is capable of delivering long-haul, road trip comfort to all of its occupants. All models come with a 12.3-inch infotainment touchscreen running Toyota's latest software interface. A 7.0-inch digital display in the gauge cluster is also standard, but Limited and Platinum models get a larger, all-digital 12.3-inch gauge display. Buyers will also find a wireless smartphone charging pad on every model. An 11-speaker JBL stereo upgrade is offered on Limited and Platinum models. On the other side, the Sequoia's large interior continues in this new generation, with a third row of seats as standard equipment. A second-row bench setup with an 8-passenger capacity is standard, with optional second-row captain's chairs reducing the number of seats to 7. Headroom is limited in both rear rows, particularly when equipped with the optional panoramic sunroof, and a high floor reduces legroom for backbenchers. With a wide range of trim levels available, the interior appointments run the gamut from plain to fancy and include cloth and leather upholstery and varying levels of wood and chrome trim as you walk up the price ladder. Higher trim levels offer features like heated and cooled second-row seats, a panoramic sunroof, and a premium stereo system. The Sequoia's cargo area isn't as accommodating as other rivals, however. With the rear seat in use, there's only 12 cubic feet of cargo space out back, although the rearmost seat can slide forward to make more space. But folding the third row down doesn't result in a flat load floor. The old Sequoia's dated touchscreen setup has been swapped out for the large 14.0-inch touchscreen found in the Tundra. This screen comes standard on all but the base SR5 and will use Toyota's latest infotainment software, which offers all manner of smartphone mirroring and other connectivity options, including a Wi-Fi hotspot and various music streaming options. Talking about the safety features, all Grand Highlanders come with a suite of driver assistance features that Toyota calls Safety Sense 3.0. In addition to basics such as blind spot monitoring and automated emergency braking, the package also includes adaptive cruise control, automatic high beam headlamps, and a road sign recognition system. Similar to that, all of the Sequoia's available driver assistance features come standard across the board, which include standard forward collision warning and automated emergency braking, standard lane departure warning and lane keeping assist, and standard adaptive cruise control. And finally, coming to the pricing and the most worthy trim. The price of the 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander starts at $42,310 and goes up to $55,495 depending on the trim and options. Even though there's a new and more affordable LE model, we suggest stepping up to the XLE trim. For a reasonable price, you get upgraded from cloth upholstery to synthetic leather, along with a power liftgate and a leather-wrapped steering wheel. This trim also includes heated power front seats, a choice of second-row captain's chairs, or a 3-across bench seat, and wireless phone charging. While the price of the 2025 Toyota Sequoia starts at $64,120 and goes up to $85,660, depending on the trim and options. The limited trim appears to offer the best value in the lineup. Although it's only one step up from the base SR5, it comes with a host of additional goodies standard. Those items include a larger 14.0-inch touchscreen, a power liftgate, 20-inch wheels, heated and cooled front seats, and a power folding third row. So, which Toyota is the ultimate choice for 2025? The Grand Highlander impresses with its sleek design, hybrid efficiency, and family-first approach, perfect for city cruising or road tripping in comfort. Meanwhile, the Sequoia roars with untamed capability, built for those who need serious towing power, off-road dominance, and a bold, commanding presence. It's a battle of priorities. Refined practicality versus rugged adventure. Toyota has crafted two distinct SUVs to fit very different lifestyles, and the decision is all yours. Which one speaks to you? The versatile Grand Highlander or the mighty Sequoia? So this is Parth signing off. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section about which one would you choose. If you loved the video, give it thumbs up and subscribe to never miss our other exciting content.